Hello, my name is Miranda Lund, and this is my library visit reflection. I went to the San Antonio Public Library, John Igoe branch. This is just one of the many library branches that are a part of the San Antonio Public Library in San Antonio, Texas. This library is one of my favorites to visit. The day that I went, it was an extremely hot day. So as I parked my car, I was sweating as I walked up to the building. However, as you can see, it has that great awning in the front that provides shade as you move to the building. Once you hit the doors, that air conditioning takes over and it's a breath of relief. Once you're in the building, you go ahead and take a left, and that brings you to the library itself. Right inside the doors, you see the smiling faces of the librarians to greet you. There are book displays in the center section, and the children's section is on the left, and the adult and teen section are on the right. Large windows allow in a natural light throughout the building, as you can see in the picture here. One of the unique things about John Igoe Library is that it is in the middle of kind of a walking park. So there are trees in the back and paths in the back. There's also rockers and tables out on the back patio underneath an awning that allows you to sit in the shade and read. This is one of my favorite things to do. There's nothing better than sitting out there reading a great book with a cold iced tea that you brought with you, as there's a nice summer breeze and the birds are your soundtrack. While you're inside the main library, there is a low hum of people can be heard. There is a focus room available for patrons if they need a complete silence, but there is a low hum, and while I was there were two little girls who were laughing as they worked together to put together a puzzle. I personally did not eat or drink anything while I was at the library. I have brought some snacks or something to do on the back patio, but I typically don't bring anything inside. The building itself, though, it has a nice clean smell with that special hint of smell of books. The overall feel of the library is laid back and welcoming. Art from members of the community decorate the shelves. Students have contests on building or making mosaics out of jelly beans. We're decorating the top of the shelves. Carts have silly names and welcome patrons to put their books that they don't want back on them so the librarians can put them away for you. As you can see here, there's also a play area, a chess game, and a teen area. These are all for patrons to spend time and build community within the library. Here is the shelf that you can put them back. It just says, we'll tidy up for you. I like this positive spin on it rather than the negative, please don't put back the books. It just makes it a little bit more welcoming. And then of course you have computer access and internet access. And it does provide headphones with all the computers, so you don't have to ask for them. The physical library does use the Dewey Decimal System and divides the books by age groups and reading difficulty. We have adult, young adult, juvenile, and juvenile easy. There are several front-facing books that can be found on the top of most of the shelves. In the adult section, they can be kind of found throughout, as you can see in the picture on the bottom left. But for the children's section, they are all on the top of the shelves, and you can see that on the bottom right. One of the unique things that Igoe Library has are bottom shelves that are angled. I have not seen this in another library before, but this allows for patrons to see which books are on the bottom shelf easily without having to bend down. So this is really, really nice for all of our patrons who might have mobility difficulties. The juvenile section also has book boxes for the kids to be easily searched through and to pick out their own book. The digital organization. The digital collection is very simplistic and very easy to use, especially if you know the name of the ebook or audiobook you're looking for. It is divided into categories. First it's divided into age groups, young adult, and kids, and from there it's divided into categories. You can see a couple of categories listed here, and each category has a banner of featured books. If you think that that is the collection you want to look through, you can click the See All, and that would bring up all the books in that category. We know that we, as librarians, strive to have a salad bowl collection. Inclusive collections don't just have diversity on displays or on special shelves. These stories are intermixed in the collection, as all of them tell the story about being human. I believe IGO Library does this very well. They do have a couple of more display type items. So we have the Pride Month physical display in the front. That was when I visited the library in July. Currently, they have Disability Pride on their website for Disability Pride Month Pride Month is in June and Disability Pride is in July. They also have, San Antonio has a large Spanish speaking community, and so we do have juvenile Spanish, a large collection on the left. But like I said, we want these stories to be intermixed, not just simply on these displays or in these special places. So one of the things I found was a banner that was Happy Birthday America for July 4th. As we look at the books that are featured here, they have diversity in them. We have women represented. We have different cultures and ethnicities represented. And that's something that is important. An inclusive collection knows the community they serve. So San Antonio has like I said, has a high population of Spanish-speaking individuals. There is a large Spanish collection in the library for this reason. Items such as a variety of seating and options, as well as environment options, assistive tools make the library accessible for a wide variety of people. So here we have a card catalog that is wheelchair accessible, the silent study space if somebody needs quiet space to work. Again, the computers with their adaptive headphones, and the teen space with Gandalf saying, "You shall not pass." This area at the library is basically just walled off by glass panels and only allows teens inside. This kind of goes into the intellectual freedom, how they show that they support intellectual freedom. We know that intellectual freedom is one of the rights from the ALA Bill of Rights. The patrons have the right to be able to look and seek out any information that they want. The library shows that they are dedicated to ensure the intellectual rights of their patrons. One example is by the Teen Lounge. The glass room is a teen-only zone that allows teens the freedom to read materials that interest them without the fear of an adult, like monitoring them right over their shoulder or getting mad at what they're reading. Another way the library supports us is through the interlibrary loan system that helps connect readers with the books they seek. The San Antonio Public Library has a large selection of books, and sometimes the book you are looking for is not available at the location closest to you. You can request the book to be placed on hold and transferred to the library branch of your choosing. Patrons then can pick up their held books off designated shelves. The one downside I see with this system is the privacy of the patrons' checkouts is a little bit loose, since anyone can look at the shelves and see your name associated with the books that you placed on hold. Another privacy thing that they have are the self-checkout systems. There are 3 self-checkout systems at the IGO Library. I take that back. There are 5 self-checkout systems. 3 of them are for the adults, and 2 of them are actually unique, outfitted for kids to use. But they allow patrons to check out their selections privately without having to show a librarian what they're getting. So overall, I think the IGO Library is an inclusive library. It improve on a couple of things, yes, but overall, I do think they're heading in the right direction. And here are my references.